Well, it's quiet in the stars this weekend. We still have that beautiful energy that we were gifted with on Friday, and the moon will move into Gemini, or move from Gemini, I should say, into Cancer on Sunday. So that'll give us a whole different array of focus of where we put our attention, our actions, our words. Well, sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies. And together, we can gain an understanding of how to embrace the energy, how to utilize the energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thanks for being here. And thanks for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. And welcome to your weekend focus for September the 9th and the 10th, 2023. And let's get started with the numerology. So on Saturday, we have the energy of the 9. The 9 is about completions, it's about endings, but it's more importantly, those endings, those completions that we are doing are making way, making room for the new adventures, for the new beginnings that we want to bring into our life. So it's closure, but with the potential of new beginnings, new starts, new goals, new realizations. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 9 plus a 9 plus a 7, which is a 25 energy. And that speaks to success after great difficulty. So the more challenging something has been or will be or is right now for you, know that the rewards will come out of it. It's not for nothing. Okay, so it's about facing the challenge and utilizing your strength, utilizing your knowledge, your wisdom, your intuition to move yourself through the challenges, because there is beautiful success and rewards on the other side. So anything under that 25 energy that you're putting focus on should work itself out quite well, so long as you show up and do your part. 2 plus 5 is a 7. Now, a 7 energy is, we want to create beauty. We want to create harmony. And that is within our relationships that we want to do this, but also within our environments. It's also about standing in our truth, our oneness, and being true to ourselves, our values, our beliefs, what we want in our life. Not allowing others to dictate, not allowing others to place glass ceilings where there should be none. On Sunday, we have a 10 energy. So the 10 energy brings in luck. So if we don't have enough from the sun and Jupiter talking, we have a little bit added good luck with our 10 energy today. Or on Sunday, I should say. Well, maybe you're watching this on Sunday. Then I didn't air. And look at that. We have the sun card underneath here, right? So that's a 19 energy. 1 plus 9 is a 10. So... and that's what we should be feeling too right now. I mean, that's not the card yet. I haven't shuffled yet to get our cards for this weekend. But the Sun card is a card where it's about understanding that we have come to a certain point now. And the belief in ourselves, the confidence in ourselves allows our light to shine. When our light shines, we see things that we couldn't see before. It's like a light switch being turned on in a room. And all of a sudden, those shadows become actual things, reality. So our thoughts can become reality. Anyways, back to the actual numerology of the day. Did we do the 10? Luck. And knowing that seasons change, and we are entering a new season, and we are preparing for that new season. We are preparing to write that new chapter. We are closing some chapters in our life. Now, 1 plus 0 is a 1. Now, what happens when you have a 0 in numerology? The 0 is like a godlike energy. So it intensifies whatever number it's with, and this time it's the 1. It's the independent. It's knowing we've got this. It's facing the challenges because we know there's going to be success on the other side. It's about being the pioneer. It's about, starting new beginnings, utilizing like a cardinal energy within each and every one of us. It's a young energy. It's bright with possibility. Now, the daily numerology then would be 9 plus 1 plus 7, which gives us a 17, and that is making the impossible possible. The impossible, can you see that? Or is it too Or is it off screen for you? But impossible, taking the impossible. But you can make it possible. That's very, very true. There's a magic with the 17 energy. A magic that surrounds us, but also understanding that there's a magic within us. That we have tools, we have talents, we have abilities, we have knowledge, we have wisdom, we have our own intuition, we have personalities. We're a unique self going forward. So even if there's 150 people already doing what you want to do, they cannot do it like you can do it. Because you are unique, it will be unique. Don't listen to what somebody else has told you about you couldn't do it, you shouldn't do it, you mustn't. Because you should. Because it's in your mind, it's in your thoughts. And nobody, no matter what words you use, you will not be able to describe the magic that you can see when you close your eyes, when you look behind your forehead, when you look out into the darkness. You see what can be the possibilities of your tomorrow. 1 + 7 is an 8. The 8 is abundance in your pocket. The 8 is about embracing your strength, your courage, taking a risk on you, believing in yourself, knowing that you are deserving, knowing that you are worthy, knowing you are enough. Now the sun is in Virgo, the moon is in Gemini until after lunchtime Saturday or Sunday, I believe, when the moon will move into Cancer. So we'll have most of the weekend as a Gemini energy, but we will notice a change in our atmospheres and in our environments within our energy as the moon moves out of Gemini and into Cancer on Sunday afternoon. So, and like I said, it's quiet up in the sky. There's not a lot happening except what is happening. So we still have the sun and Jupiter's energy that we were gifted with, and we have the moon changing signs. So if you missed yesterday's, if you missed Fridays, I should say, go back, because that's when I really talked about the sun and Jupiter and how to utilize it in order to go forward. And it's beautiful energy to embrace and utilize, by the way. Now, Saturday, the day may be, we want to explore, we want to investigate here and there. We may want to delve into something that has different stimuli, different activities like fairs and stuff like that. Okay, there's always something to do, something different to see, something unique to learn. But as Sunday afternoon emerges, we're more likely to step into a cozier, more sensitive phase. Okay, our focus seems to shift towards home, family, and it's almost like we're craving like a warm and nurturing environment for ourselves. We want to get away from the crowds, especially. And we may find that spending more time at home rejuvenates us in some way. So maybe we're cooking up a storm or redecorating or playing out in the garden or just, embracing those quality moments with your loved ones. And on Saturday, we'll be more apt to be chatty and social and outgoing. But as we move into Cancer, things might get a tad more personal, intimate. We want to have those deep heart-to-heart moments right now. The moon rules Cancer, so we may connect more with our inner voice, and our moods may sway today and going forward the next, 2.5 days, really, right? So let's see what the cards have in store for us. And remember to subscribe, ring the bell, please. I appreciate it. Thank you all to all that have. Okay, but you want to ring that bell so that you are notified of every time I put up content. And I try to put up, at least one blog a day on my website. I've got one thing a day on Instagram. I've got a couple of things a day on on Facebook. I show up here most days, every day except for Sunday. I might take a little bit of a break there on you, and that's why I mush these 2 days together so I get my day off. So, union rules and all for us tarot card readers. Anyways, we have the Nine of Wands as our underlying energy. So we are deciding of a new path to go forward. We are looking back at our triumphs. We are looking back at our successes. We are looking back at where we have met the challenge and we've had successes on the other end. We know where we are capable. We see where we are strong in our mind. And we take all that information, all those paths, all those learning experiences, and we say, okay, that is the wisdom I didn't have. But now I have this path in front of me that's challenging. That could be it could almost be like a destiny calling you. But it's definitely something that you want to explore, to step into, to experience in some way. And so here you are and you're sizing it up. Now, all those ones behind you are the paths that you have walked in order to get to the here and now, to make you so that you are capable of handling this path forward. And they all started out like that stubby one that you're holding. It's all twisted and gnarled, and there's no growth potential whatsoever. And you're weighing it out. So you're wearing the red because, well, the red is about your courage, your strength. We're wearing in the passion that you're going to need to have for this path forward. The white is the new beginnings, the new starts. And so this weekend we may be more in thought of where we want to go forward. Do we want to take that step? If I do want to take that step, what's the first step? What does it look like? How will I know when I've arrived at each point? Our first card is the Knight of Wands. This is being grateful. This is being thankful for your path, okay? We're riding along our path here. And we stop. We get off our stallion. We dismount from our stallion. And we drop to one knee and we look to the heavens and we say thank you. Thank you for getting me here to today. And thank you for today. Thank you for all of the wisdom I now have. All of the strength, all of the courage, all of the confidence to go forward on my path in a way that I want. And while I've got your ear, okay, while I've got your ear, I'd like a beautiful straight path. Would love it if, you could allow me to just go with the flow and the opportunities meet so long as that I show up, that I'm present, that I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and do the work. To open up those pathways for me for a smooth but beautiful flow and ride through my next adventure, my next path, my elevated path. We have the Death card. The Death card says you need to throw off that cloak. You need to lay down your weapon. You need to allow those walls to come down. You need to stretch out and feel alive. You need to feel a sense of freedom, vitality. And you can't do that when you're sitting there cloaked with your weapon, ready to fight. Stay away from me. Don't bother me. Leave me here. This is about opening your heart back up. This is about letting your inner child out. This is about embracing your dreams, your goals, your desires. It's about embracing who you are, your potential, and infusing yourself with passion, with love, about where you can go, what you can accomplish. But you can't do that with that cloak on. So it's time to take off that cloak in some way, or at least tear down the wall a little bit and let in that light, let in those people, let in those experiences, let in a new horizon. The Eight of Wands, talking about letting in a new horizon. This is about absolutely your horizon widening, that opportunities when you got to tear down that wall, because you're going to be sitting there, you're going to be looking, and you don't want that wall to obstruct the things that you were about to be shown on where you can go and what you can do. And there's so much more out there than you ever realized there was. But if you've got that wall way up there, this card right here, if you've got that wall way up there, you're never going to be able to go forward in the way you want to, because you're not going to see it all. You're only going to see the top half. You're not going to see all this underneath. So and all of a sudden I saw the iceberg. So yeah, we're going to go to the iceberg, people. 10% above water, 90% below. It's about taking our time to realize the immense potential that we can step into if we're brave enough, if we embrace our courage, embrace our strength, are willing to take a risk on ourselves, believing in ourselves. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, I always see this big, huge giant, and he's got this big bow, and he's got all those wands, and he's pulling it back, and boom, and we're watching. We're watching to see where they land, because we're going to pick them all up, because we want all the experiences, because it's not always about how we get from A to B, but the journey that we also can experience along the way. Okay, let's get an oracle card. And today we have pause. Look at this beautiful artwork. Pause. I'm going to hold it up because, as soon as I started looking at it, some things popped out to me. Mainly people, mainly faces. I see a lot of different faces. And leaves, so growth. Okay, anyways, let's go to the book. Let's see what they said. This was a representation of the energy of pause. Take a moment to assess what's really going on at this time. You are holding on to control and not allowing the many wonderful blessings to come into your life. Grant yourself an opportunity to get into the sunshine. You deserve to receive this new prospect. Resistance can create unnecessary blocks. Interference can be caused by a multitude of energies, including your own attitude, other people, the weather, and so on. Create the opportunity to regroup, and don't feel the need to fight for what is happening. It's a waste of energy. Find something else to do and wait until there's a better flow to finish the task at hand. The willingness to try something new is all that is needed to create something wonderful. So, I'm going to read that last sentence again. The willingness to try something new is all that is needed to create something wonderful. And yes, there was a lot of what I've already talked about, but I'll read it one more time to you. The willingness to try something new is all that is needed to create something wonderful. You should write it on a little post-it or something and read it a couple of times till you start saying it. We don't have to be grand in our actions in order to have grand results. We just have to show up. We just have to do the work. Our animal today is the sea otter. Happiness. There's our little sea otters. They're so cute when they have their babies laying on their tummy and they're floating upside down. And of course, we have the puffins there too. Be the master at playful living, or loving perhaps, both. Living, the card says. Radiate expressions. Release expectations and enjoy. Okay, but how about I just be able to actually see it? Be the master at playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Your good destiny of love is sure. Love yourself. and your heart opens up to being able to love others in a whole new way. And it's very liberating. Um, it's very free. Be the master at playful living. So look to having a good time regardless of what you're going to be doing. To find the fun in it, to find the joy in it, to find the experience, the magical experience that lays within. Bring in happiness into your life and enjoy your weekend. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.